starting to run out of superlatives to describe Joe Root, but I'm going to ask you to try to put his knock into some context.
Oh yeah, I think it's something we've kind of been accustomed to in the last few years. I think a knock like today, I think exactly what the team needed. Pretty flawless, didn't really give away any chances, and just played his game. And I think the way he goes about his cricket, the way he trains, the amount of runs he's scoring now is just amazing. And he's a joy to watch and see how he goes about his stuff. And obviously he just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, you mentioned keeps getting better and better. I think it's about 2,500 since he turned 30. Obviously you've been in the side for a lot of that. Just how enjoyable is it to watch him go about his business, and how comforting is it from a team perspective that you can rely on so often?
Yeah, I mean, it's great, obviously, as a team perspective, having someone come in and score so many runs so consistently. I think it's not something we try and rely on, but I think the way he steps up, it's incredible. And I think it's probably since he's 30, 4 or 5 years, I mean, that's just a ridiculous number. That's a ridiculous number of hundreds, and I'm sure he's hungry to get many more over the next, probably, especially 6 games.
As well as that, he's moved up to second on the all-time Test run scorers list. Do you know if he was aware of that this week at all? And did anyone sort of jang on about it?
No, he would have been aware about that. No, I think that's he's not a big one. I don't think for kind of what's the word, landstones, landmarks. He's landmark. I don't know. He's not a massive one for whatever that word is, but I think that's a pretty cool one today. Becoming second second highest Test run score is just incredible. So I'm sure he knew what the number was, but he's not a guy who wants to shout about those things as well. I think it's something that he'll hopefully enjoy, especially after this game. Hopefully we can get a win, and I'm sure if we can put ourselves in that position, then he'll enjoy that even more. But it's a pretty cool thing to have.
Just lastly, just a reflection on your own knock, and I suppose the team's position. Do you just want to kick on to as many as you can and ball after that?
Yeah, I mean, I was happy with how I played. Sort of felt like I was struggling for a bit of rhythm over the last couple of my last innings. So no, I think did a bit of work in between games and felt really good out there. Annoying how I got out. Would have liked to kick on, but that's cricket, unfortunately. Obviously the plan is just going to be to get as many as we can, and I think this wicket will deteriorate over the next 2 days. There's going to be a real focus on us to drive that lead forward as big as we can, and then put as much pressure on as we can with the ball too.
We'll go to Mel, go ahead.
So I just want to sort of follow on from that, because it looked from where we were sitting that Ben Stokes had no idea why everybody was cheering when Joe passed Ricky Ponting. Was there anything said about that when they came back?
No, there wasn't. But I think when you're kind of in the heat of it out there, you're kind of so focused on the job in hand, I guess. Kind of once the applause is there, you're like, okay, that's it. So I think everyone knew that it was about 120 odd, but it wasn't 100% sure what the exact number was today. So it's something that I'm sure we'll speak about in the changing room after this, and then give him a good pat on the back.
And as far as Ben goes, how much of a worry was that for everybody when you saw him kind of pulling up and then going off, and how was he when he came back in? Yeah,
I think he's okay. I think he's just cramping down his leg, and I think it managed to spread to his whole leg, is from what I understand. I think probably just a build up of the amount he's sort of pushed his body over the last 4 or 5 weeks. The amount he's bowled, I think, is sort of something that it's the most he's bowled in a series so far, and obviously we've still got a game to go, so I think he's obviously pushed himself to some serious limits so far, and I think probably that was just a build up of it, but I think he'll be good to go tomorrow, I'm sure, with bat and ball.
We'll go to Sunan down at the back, and then Will.
A word on efforts put in by Mohammed Siraj, because he was coming hard at you?
In terms of his bowling or his chat?
Yeah, bowling.
No, I mean, look, a lot of respect for how he goes about his cricket. I think he's obviously running hard over four games so far. and he gets fired up, and when he cranks it up as well, you got to stay focused. So I think credit to him the way he's gone about his stuff, but yeah, it's for me anyway, and for the batters, it's just about trying to focus on your own game and try and sort of get through that challenge. But no, he's steamed in all series so far, so hopefully we can score a few more off him. But yeah, I'm sure he'll keep running in.
We'll go Will, Stefan, and then we'll finish with Paul and John.
I think Joe's about 2,500 runs behind Sachin now. Is there any reason why he can't go past him? Do you think he will? Do you expect him to?
I think he loves playing for England in Test cricket more than anything. So I'm sure if his body allows, then I'm sure he'll have the hunger to play I'm not sure how many games he needs at the minute, the way he's batting, but I'm not sure that would be. It'll obviously be driven to make it to number one, but I think he just wants to keep playing as long as he can. I think the excitement he still has to play Test cricket. Whenever we rock up at the start of the series, he's always got the biggest smile on his face. So no, I think the hunger he has for it, I wouldn't be surprised if he can chase him down.
Go ahead.
Ollie, you said that Ben was cramping up possibly because of how much he's bowled, most overs that he's bowled in a series. It feels like we've asked you a lot about being one of the people that has to look after Ben to make sure he doesn't push himself too much. So one, how's that going? And secondly, what about that balance of, when he is bowling so well and he is taking the wickets that he is, but also making sure he can still be the batter that you want him to be as well?
Yeah, I think that's probably one of my challenges that doesn't always go my way in the field. I think everyone knows what a competitor he is and the lengths he's prepared to push his body to get the job in hand done. And I think this has been a series so far where we've had to push to get the results that we've wanted in the two games that we've won, and he realises that he's been a massive part of that with bat and especially ball so far this series, and that's something that I guess he's willing to risk. I think for me as his vice captain, I'm there to sort of give him a nudge, but he also gets this crazy look in his eye sometimes when you go over, and I think Ruti's obviously kind of plays a similar role in some respects too, and there's times where you can't take the ball off him, and he gets his vision, and that's what makes him such a great cricketer, and I guess the way he does that kind of drags the other bowlers along too. So no, I think the way he's pushed himself this series, and he's given everything to making sure he's as fit as he can be coming into this series. So I think that's the rewards he's getting for the work that he's done before, and he's prepared to push himself to get those rewards.
And then Paul.
All the talk on TV and radio tonight, Ollie, mainly from ex-England captains and so on, was about a Bazball team that's maturing and has other ways to play when you choose to play in other ways. Is that the way it feels in the dressing room? Yeah,
I think definitely, and I think this is for us to play a very strong side like India now. We've had to get the results that we've wanted so far, and hopefully going forward as well. I think had we not played with our brains as well, then we might not be 2-1 up in the series at the minute. So I think we've kind of had meetings leading up to this summer, which obviously I'm not going to talk too much about, just talking about those small things that can make us a better team than we were. So yeah, we talk a lot about trying to sort of absorb pressure when we need to. For example, the first hour today, and then when I was batting with Joe, we were kind of talking about, right, this could be a time to just up it a little bit and try and get the runs sort of a little bit quicker, especially on the surfaces that we're playing on too, the very new ball friendly surfaces where the big threats are in the first 10 overs with the ball. So there might be times where you think, right, it's the 50-60th over, this is a time to push forward, and then when the new ball comes, it might be a time to try and absorb a little bit of pressure. So yeah, it's something we're constantly trying to work on and get better at as a team, and then hopefully we can keep doing that.
John, last one please.
Joe appears to tread on the ball when he was out and was limping off, limping as he came off. He's okay, is he?
Yeah, Joe's all good. Yeah,
treatment, that's the cramp.
Yeah, he just didn't fancy the media tonight, so he's cramping. Nah, he'll be here in the morning.
Yeah.